Welcome back to the wonderful world of freedom. Freedom, freedom, Insert Aretha Franklin quotes here or something, I don't know. Nah, this is still lost in random, and we are looking for Bernie. Yes, we are looking for the small child called Bernie Sanders. American socialism hangs in the balance. Will we find him, or won't we? Who knows? But yeah. Time to look for Bernie. Ooh. Well, I don't trust you. Uh-oh.
Freedom was a district tearing itself apart in a three-way civil war. A murdered father. 3 siblings, each suspecting the other of the deed. And a giant battle droid, given to each by the Queen to settle the matter.
Well, it could be cool if they didn't, you know, fight in the middle of the city. Just the debris falling from one of those. That's one block gone.
All bets are off when you've got a new card from old Manny Dex.
Yeah, I'm gonna go shopping.
Be careful here, those triplets don't mess around. But then again, that just gives you 3 good reasons to buy some cards, eh?
Oh, what are you doing here, Manidax?
I could ask you the same thing. But now we're both here, and that means one thing. Let's trade cards!
Well, so those cards are used for dice wielders, and I'm the only dice wielder around, which means... See my personal boogeyman just all the time right behind me? Did you manage to get out of Two-Town?
Let me answer that question with a question. Who could possibly dwell on the past when we've got cards in the present? So, let's trade, shall we?
Protect the king! Protect the king! He's in danger! We have to...
I'm noble, you
Have to what?
understand. Heck, most of us here are. This bell belonged to my family, don't you know? It still does, I suppose.
Well, Reginald DeVoe III? Looks like it's seen better days.
It has. I'm noble, you understand. Heck, most of us here are.
Really? 3 is all it takes to be noble? You know, I don't really care about nobility.
You're the only one here like that, I assure you. It belonged to the triplets, and before then, it belonged to the Lord our King of Freedom, before his murder.
By the hands of the Queen. You know, the king and the triplets?
Just so. But I'm a distant relative, far enough to stand outside the daily battles and to not choose a side. You know, I have another distant relative, a cousin of mine, that I haven't heard from in some time. Not since this cursed Civil War started. Last I heard, she was in the Duke's garden, playing nobility, eating cakes, I suppose. If I could see her again, I'd tell her that I miss her, that's all. It's silly, but you never think of the people you care about until they're no longer in your life.
Murder.
And it would do my
the
heart
Duke.
good to know that she knows I do miss her. But it's too dangerous for me to go stumbling around. Please excuse me.
I just rested my thumb on the button and triggered it. I'm sorry for skipping the dialogue. Alright, so we got a Duke. And we got a murdered king. Looks like it might have been a foul deed. Har 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 har. Can I just... Bling? Nope. Song it? No. Is it engraved? Any great libertarian quotes? Nothing. Oh, but there's another quest.
Fascinating.
Who are you?
Greetings. I'm doing a survey for the Upper Class Gazette. Do you have a moment?
Alright.
Splendid, splendid. I have only one question. Who do you think started this war, turning our lord, their father's castle, into a battlefield? Surely you know the story of the three siblings?
Let's pretend I don't.
Oh, what fun. Yes, let's. So, since you're hearing this for the first time, let me tell you about the three siblings involved. There's the paranoid Count up in High Bet Haven to the west. The soft and coddled Duke living in Fogwash Garden to the north. And the duty-bound and tough-as-heck Baroness living out east on Wildcard Hill. Who do you think did it? Who do you think killed their father and started this bloody civil war?
Well, it could be a Orient Express thing, but I'd rather think it was the Queen.
None of them? None of them? Oh, I've never heard such an opinion before. It's bold. It's direct. It's quite possibly insane. I'll write it down right here in my survey.
You do you. So, who are you and why do you got a bird for a head?
The attack has begun! The king must be saved!
Which king? I thought you died.
What? Identify yourself, stranger!
I'm Eve. Who are you?
I am Nishka, and I used to protect somebody important, I think. A ruler, maybe? Before the war.
It's nice that the bird got out, but still sticks by her. The king you mentioned, who you used to protect? Is that the one you're protecting, or, you know?
Oh, Even, you sweet child. You can't keep clinging to the past.
Why not?
King's dead and gone now for years, don't you remember?
Well, I don't.
What? How did you know my name?
You told it to me, lucky guess.
A lucky guess. About what? What were you guessing about? The king! Protect the king from danger!
Maybe if we get...
Oh boy, I can't wait to get back home. But I can't get back home without knowing the way.
Oh, there he is, the young Bernie Sanders.
Oh, hey, mister. Do you know the way to one... oh, wow. You want a hug?
Oh,
okay.
it's a...
Wow, it's pretty cold in here.
It's a little bonbon. It's a little sugary woogie. Was wondering did it hand turn get turned into a wand or something? I don't know. Hello. Have you seen Bernie? Oh, look how poor they are. There aren't even little nooks and crannies for me to rob. Oh, sorry, Dicey. Have you seen my friend Bernard, boy in 60 uniform?
Alive? I thought I saw one running around here recently. A young lad, boxy clothing.
Oh, well, that's Bernie. See where he went?
Can't say I did, unfortunately. But you'd better find him quick, before the Shadow Man does.
Who's the Shadow Man?
Everyone knows about the Shadow Man, child. Especially children out all alone.
But I'm not alone. I got a dog in a costume. Hello? Thanks for interrupting.
But you'd better find him quick,
Oh.
before the Shadow Man does.
Have you seen Bernie?
Kids never run around here unsupervised. That's what the Shadow Man ensures.
You know, 6'8" uniform, my
All I
height.
know is that if a kid's missing, the Shadow Man's probably got him.
Alright, everything seems to fear him.
As well they should. You should be afraid, child.
Yeah, but... Oh, forget it. Hey, you, Birdface. Have you seen Bernie?
Leave me alone. I'm busy.
Busy with what? I'm busy too, trying to save a child.
Well, good luck with that, stranger. If there's a kid running around unattended, the Shadow Man probably has him by now.
Can you tell me about the Shadow Man?
You really are in over your head.
I know you know how to title Fan Shenmue, tell me.
Oh, you are clever, but I don't know him. Nobody does. If you stay a spell, all Margarine Took can tell you about him.
Oh, come on, hurry up.
The Shadow Man. He was born in the time of the first nightmare, and he lives on to this day, but not like you or I. He lives in the walls of Mulgrew Alley, and he can always see you, but you can only see him when it's dark. Snuff out the lights in Mulgrew Alley, and you'll find him there, waiting. But be warned, child. It may be the last thing you see.
So, he's a bioluminescent boogeyman?
If he were merely a ghost, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Goodbye. I do not think we will see each other again.
Well, aren't we in for drama? Street light terminal. Alright, so I go there, turn on the... down the lights, and it's Oogie Boogie time. Oh no, Oogie Boogie already was there. Who could be the first boogeyman? Oh, doesn't work. Aha! First off, steal what's there.
Even suddenly felt like she was being watched. And to tell you the truth, I did too.
Yeah. Alright, we got 3 eyes now, or pips. The boogeyman. The Shadow Man has nothing on me. Show yourselves, Crichton! Oh, he's a gimp.
Are you the Shadow Man?
I have many names, little one.
Okay, fair enough. Have you seen a little boy? About yay high?
Let me think. This one?
Yes!
Oh, wow, even is that you? I'm so glad to see you. Can you believe that I'm stuck?
Let him out!
What are you? You know what? First things first, let Bernie go.
He's mine now. I won't be letting him go. I believe you'd call that leverage.
So I may not be able to stab you in the torso, but I can cut off your limbs. This is literal kidnapping.
You'd think you'd know not to insult someone who's holding all the cards. Or in this case, children.
Well, if you speak about cards...
Besides, you don't have what I need.
Oh, alright. You know what? I'm not afraid of you, punk.
That may be true, but there is another truth.
What's that?
That if you're not afraid now, you'll soon learn to be.
Well, what are you actually?
Haven't you heard the bedtime stories? I'm what goes bump in the night. I'm what comes for children when they roam a little too far from home.
So he is a boogeyman.
This is what I do. Or what I used to do anyway. Before this silly war.
Alright, skip the pleasantry. What will you trade for Bernie?
Nothing you have, child. And I suspect nothing you can bring me.
Don't waste time. Just, you know, you don't scare me and just tell me.
And you're also a bad liar. But perhaps you're right. I want the same thing all of us want here. Peace.
I want the triplets war to end.
Well, would you be willing to confess to being the murderer of the king? I mean, you could turn yourself in, give Bernie to me, and peace would rule. By the way, also, you know, peace and flowers, not your style, buddy.
Oh, I'm not. I'm the creature that moves in the dark type.
Yeah.
But people only truly fear things that move in the dark during peace. During war, they are surrounded by greater threats all day long.
Aww. You're feeling small against those giant robots.
Shadow Man anymore. Life is the greater horror. And they have overindulged, forgotten me. If you want me to give you Bernard, then I want you to change that.
You want me to end this war? How? Am I supposed to smack the robots?
I don't care how. I don't care about anything even. Except being feared by everyone again. I've watched you. I know you're a dice wielder.
That's just a dog in a costume?
Silence! Don't insult me with your bloody lies. They may work on the living, but you can't deceive the Shadow Man. You alone carry the power to affect the arenas and those giant robots. Figure it out, or you will never see your precious Bernard or any other child I choose to take again. Without peace, there will be no boy, no hope, and you will never see your sister again.
You know what? I tell Fortuna about you. How about that? Anyway, you seen a little girl?
For you, there are currently more important questions at stake.
There never is.
Even. Bernie's fate rests on your tiny shoulders, and my hunger won't be held at bay forever.
Have you ever tried a parfait?
Save Bernard from the wretched Shadow Man, even had to end Threedom's civil war. It was a hard task, an impossible task, but she wasn't going to let her friend die. The first thing she needed was information. Perhaps some of the locals would be willing to share what they knew.
You, I remember you. We've spoken before, haven't we?
Earlier today, Nishka. Spoke about a king in this land, remember?
No, I don't. I don't remember much, and I'm sorry. What did you want?
Peace, freedom, and good vibrations. Also, who killed the king?
Oh, with the children. The 3 children. Well, something happened.
Did you kill the king?
No, I was there to protect him. I was his bodyguard, and he was betrayed. We were betrayed. Done wrong by someone who wasn't supposed to be there.
Queen. Oh, don't cry. Come on.
I'm sorry. It was such a shame, I'm sorry. I forgot what we were talking about. Hello? Do I know you?
Can you remember something to stop about the war?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that these days I don't remember things as well as I used to. I have moments where I can see things so clearly, and then poof. But there have been times where an object reminds me of things, holding an important artifact that reminds me of a person or an event. That could bring it all back.
So
Can you
I need
find
the
these
king's
objects
crown.
for me? One for each triplet. That could bring it all back. Oh, and if you could find the murder weapon that killed the king, I could remember that too. I feel certain of it.
You know, I don't. So if I brought you these objects, then would you help me remember who murdered the king?
What's that you say? The king was murdered. Oh,
poor Nishka.
I was supposed to protect him. I was. Oh, if only I could remember.
Alright. 4 objects is a lot to find in the battlefield, but, well, it's all I got to go on.
That platform reminds me. I'm supposed to warn travelers about something. I'm supposed to say something very, very important.
Don't throw a 1?
Oh well, it's probably fine, and we should all stop worrying about it.
You believe her, Dicey? Anymore, your sister is another part of town.
Dicey!
Buddy? Time to move? Oh, look. It's Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, I'm not a child, Chabutu. Invalid import, you're clearly a child, and so is your friend. Once the Colossus move again, I'll be needed, but until then, I remain in the way of little children like you. Yes.
Warzone was no place for most children, but even suspected she could carve out a place for her there, with her dice by her side.
I also added 2 new cards and removed the hammer once again from my inventory. Gimme a wanna. Oh. Well, I guess that gets the guy to move. He said next time they smacked each other. But oh. The queen will notice that, won't she? She didn't roll the dice, but they smacked.
At which Dicey affected the world. Even was surprised to find herself feeling a little bit frightened of him. How could someone so small and innocent contain so much untamed power?
Well, it's the world that reacts to him, not he that makes the world.
Suddenly felt like she had the world on her shoulders. Could she solve the mystery of the king's murder?
Well, I'll still suspect the duck.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Count has won the roll.
Ooh. Freetown downtown. Ooh, the sword bridge. I wonder where they got that name from. Oh. Hello, Mr. Spooky Spookington.
The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's dark dice, but everything else I know. Hi there, I'm Tea Time Tootsie. I used to be our late King's master planner.
Oh, the master planner named Tea Time Tootsie? Or is it Tea Time? So, who's your boss now since the king's gone?
The Nanny Fortuna, of course. When you're this good, it'd be a crime not to share your skills with the world. Literally. Every day I watch the battles and come up with the most thrilling stratagems for the next day. The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's dark dice, but everything else I know.
So what's your secret?
Observation, my dear girl, which leads to knowledge. Knowledge, to coin a phrase, is power. I just invented that saying right now. Here, let me give you an example. Every day the dice is rolled, and every day one of the Colossuses moves.
What an unprecedented observation.
Sarcasm. I can detect that too. But what everyone else has failed to notice is how the winning Colossus brings most of the robots he commands with it, and that leaves the area behind safer to traverse. Do any of the triples use this information? Perhaps attacking from behind on the day the dice favors them? No. Only I see it.
So, are you planning on telling the Count?
by the order of Nane Fortuna, I am not to work for either of them. Although I would be interested in learning more about the triplets for observational purposes only. Tell you what, if you meet them, come back here and describe them to me. There'd be a reward in it for you.
Well, maybe I will. Good day. So you're in my way again. The robots are left behind. The Duke's the main, the Count's the main, the Baroness the main. The Baroness is closed off, so we have the Count and the Duck. Well, it was the attack of the Count. Whoa.
Go on, Dicey. Dicey, come on.
Someone has entered your ruined castle, Your Grace.
I swear, it must be my bloody sister, the Baroness, or my fancy pants brother who thinks he's so much better than me, sending their assassins to smother me in my sleep. But this Count is awake and ready for you! You hear that, assassins?
Well, you're just the Count. The Duke should inherit the title because it's the highest of the titles. I mean, a Count and a Baron are pretty much on the same level. But a Duke... well,
All bets are off when you
he's flying above them.
Decks, Esquire.
The Count? I love that.
Hey, you love the Count?
You don't. He's great. There's definitely no downsides to the man. Everything he does is so grounded and normal. It's super normal to go even crazier because your imaginary friend Shmoo is missing.
Are you in denial?
Now that's something I'll absolutely deny. I definitely love the Count, and I'm not just saying this because I truly regret our leadership. I deny it. Okay, I gotta go. If we talk too long, someone might think we're conspiring against him, which again, it's great. Can't wait until the Queen rolls her dice, and it's our time to fight and maybe die for him again. It's so great and normal.
Well, I guess let the battle begin. Your lordship, I am here.
Wait, stay back! Stay back! You won't take me alive! You won't take me dead either!
Just want to talk to you. Oh. The first roll, one of the new cards. The blink one. So normally, if I blink through them, I shouldn't lose any of the... Ow. But if I go bloop, through him, see the lock now? And there is the second new card. Oogie Boogie. No. Why do I always say Oogie Boogie? The Ghost of Two Town. Yeah, give me those dice. And that one is really slow. Oh, and it doesn't turn around there, so yeah, that. On very long combat later.
You're here to kill me, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm here to help. I want you to live forever.
Die by your traitorous hand?
I want to end this war.
Bah! War! Have you ever marched out into a battle, little girl?
Where do you think I just came from?
I don't know. Assassin school? Unlike you, mysterious interloper, I have been in battle every day in my mind.
Right. Impressive, my liege.
You're being obsequious. You're being kind because you want me to let my guard down and then kill me.
I am literally a child.
Kids can be assassins. I've heard of it in stories that may or may not have been based on truth.
If I promise not to assassinate you, will you let me, tell me how I can end this war?
End it? How can you end it when the Colossus has already moved more than once today? This war is only heating up.
Tell me what's wrong and I'll see if I can help.
What's wrong? Everything! My bodyguard is dead, the war goes poorly, and then well, and then poorly again. And on top of that, Count Shmoo has been kidnapped.
Your bodyguard?
Nishka, the only one I could trust besides my father. She disappeared when he was killed, but you're in no shape to replace her, child.
Well, these guys alive. So Nishka was your bodyguard too?
She was the whole family's bodyguard. She was great. Or so I thought until she let one of us, not me, kill my father.
Do you know what happened to the murder weapon?
Of course. Obviously I would keep track of that. Someone took it. A little bird whispered that it's locked up in the head of the broken colossus that used to be my father's. It should be collecting ashes somewhere in the battlefield. Why? Was someone going to use it to assassinate me?
You know what? Yeah.
Ha! Fools! I'll see that robot head coming a mile away. A truly amateurish attempt at political murder.
Yeah. The robot is gonna kill you. So, who's Shampoo?
The third of his name, yes. He was stolen from me by the vicious Baroness, my meanie of a sister. Shmoo is like a son to me, and I haven't been able to sleep since he was taken. Do this for me, and I shall give you something. How do you like that?
Alright. So, he's imaginary, so I just tell him here he is. Nishka's your bodyguard, and she's alive. Will you come with me and visit her?
Even if she's alive, that leaves my lands undefended and myself open to assassination. Ha! It'll never happen.
What about the wall?
War bores me. It's just, oh no, this person died. Oh no, this other person died. Bah! Tell me when I've died and then I'm interested. In avoiding it, obviously.
Okay,
so... that's the deal. Find my plushie, and I'll give you...
something that sparks, that's most memorable thing you've got.
You know what? Sure, you can have it. It's creepy anyway. It's a black pinky taken from the scene of the crime of my father's murder. 'Tis yours if you recover Shmoo for me. Deal?
Oh, you just give it to me now since it's, you know, gross.
What? No! Do my quest first.
Oh, come on, just give me the pinky.
No!
Okay, fine. Yes!
No, I told you, you have to go find Shmoo.
Ah. Oh, I could threaten you with assassination right now.
You wouldn't!
My dice would.
You'd assassinate me? You joke about that?
Who's joking?
Assassins! You kill me for an old pinky? Well, you can have it. Just take it. I'll go get someone else to get Shmoo. Now just leave me alone.
Pinky, yeah! Spooky pinky. I mean, I will look for Shmoo, but... Hey, wait a minute. It was the Shadow Man. Oh. Well, hello, citizens.
Bold of you to be just running around here.
Why? Oh, are you gonna stand in my way again? Just here. Oh, I haven't loved him. You thought wrong. How would you like to live under a guy who sees assassins under every leaf and behind every noise? I heard he was so scared of his shadow the other that he ordered it cut off. That's simply grand that this man is in charge of us all. Well, what else can you tell me about the Count? Well, this will sound crazy, I know. I say that everything sounds crazy here. But he has an imaginary friend called Shmoo. It's gone missing, who loses their imaginary friend. I mean, come on, really? Watch your steps here, kid. Alright, back at the Sword Bridge. She has something to tell me, but she will tell me next time. Combat wasn't too interesting. I mean, there were those 2 new cards to test, but overall, kinda meh. And a little bit slow. But I do love the story. So I'm gonna concentrate on that. If you wanna see more combat, well, you gotta tell me. Otherwise, we're going on with the jibber and the jabber. So thank you all for watching. I hope you had a nice time. I did. So bye-bye.